In the name of God, the merciful, the compassionate, praise be to God, the Lord of the worlds, and prayers and peace be upon the most honorable messengers, our Master Muhammad, and upon all his family and companions. After, brothers and sisters, we are talking today about an important and essential topic in the life of every Muslim and Muslim woman, which is the truth of Islam, and that it is the true religion that God has accepted for all of us. Islam is not only a set of teachings and worship, but a whole way of life that guides man in his relations with God, with people, and with himself. Islam is the religion that God has accepted for humanity. God Almighty says in his noble book, "The religion with Allah is Islam." Al-Imran 19. He also says, "And whoever seeks a religion other than Islam, it will not be accepted from him, and in the hereafter he is one of the losers." Al-Imran 85. These verses explain to us that Islam is the religion chosen by God for humanity, and that no one else accepts from man. So whoever follows Islam and follows his guidance has won in this world and the hereafter. Islam is a comprehensive and complete religion. Islam is not a religion limited to worship only, but a comprehensive life system. It includes all aspects of life, from man's relationship with God through worship such as prayer and fasting, to his relationship with people through morality and transactions. God Almighty says, "Today I have perfected your religion for you and completed my favor upon you, and I have made Islam a religion for you." Al-Ma'idah 3. This verse shows us that Islam is a complete religion which does not need to be increased or decreased, as it guides man in all aspects of his life. Islam is the religion of justice and mercy. One of the most prominent landmarks of Islam is that it is the religion of justice and mercy. God Almighty says, "Indeed, Allah commands justice, charity, and the reward of relatives, and forbids indecence, denial, and prostitution." Al-Nahl 90. Islam commands justice among people and forbids injustice and aggression. One of the greatest examples of this is Islam's keenness on human rights and dignity, whether Muslim or non-Muslim. The Prophet, peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, said, "I have only been sent to complete the virtues of morals," narrated by Al-Bahlaq. Islam is the religion of monotheism. The main pillar in Islam is monotheism, which is the belief that God is one and has no partner. God Almighty says, "Say, He is Allah, the one God, the eternal. He neither begets nor is born, and He has not had enough for anyone." Al-Ikhlas 1:4. Islam is keen to ensure that monotheism is pure for God. He has no partner in worship, and no one else worships with him. And this is what distinguishes Islam from other religions. Islam is the religion of moderation and moderation. Islam is a middle religion between excess and negligence. God Almighty says, "We have also made you a middle nation, that you may be witnesses to the people." Al-Baqarah 143. Moderation is one of the most important characteristics of Islam, and it means balance in everything, in worship, in treatment, and in behavior. Islam does not exaggerate extremism, does not call for negligence, but is the religion of moderation in everything. Islam is the religion of science and knowledge. Islam urges the request for knowledge and knowledge. God Almighty says, "Say, are those who know and those who do not know equal?" The Prophet, peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, said, "Seeking knowledge is a duty on every Muslim." Narrated by Ibn Majah. Science in Islam is a way of understanding religion and the world, which is what distinguishes the Islamic nation throughout history, where Muslim scholars founded a great civilization with science and knowledge. Islam is the religion of brotherhood and unity. One of the main values of Islam is brotherhood in religion and unity among Muslims. God Almighty says, "The believers are only brothers." Al-Hajrat 10. Islam urges cohesion and unity among members of the Islamic community and prevents division and enmity among Muslims. The Prophet, may Allah's peace and blessings be upon him, said, "The example of believers in their twitness, compassion, and sympathy is like the example of the body. If an organ complains about it, The rest of the body falls for it by staying up late in fever. Narrated by Al-Bukhari. Islam is the religion of the future. Islam is the religion that continues to lead humanity towards goodness and goodness. God has preserved this religion from distortion and made the Holy Qur'an an immortal miracle until the day of resurrection. God Almighty says, "Indeed, we have sent down the reminder, and indeed we are its keepers." Al-Hajj 9. Therefore, Islam will remain the religion of truth that guides humanity to the straight path at all times and places. Conclusion. Brothers and sisters, Islam is the religion that God has revealed to be a guidance for humanity and to be the religion of truth with which He corrects the situation of people in this world and the hereafter. Let us all be keen to adhere to this great religion and seek to spread it with love, mercy, and justice. I ask God to establish us on His religion and to grant us sincerity in word and deed. Peace be upon you and God's mercy and blessings.